So when we're solving two-step equations, we're going to do inverse operations. So I'm looking to the right. Okay, the inverse operations, the concept is using PEMDAS. So put in PEMDAS. But remember, when we simplify or evaluate, we do a standard order of operations. So that's the PEMDAS. But when solving, we are undoing. So that means that we're going to be doing them backwards. So we're going to use, I'm going to write it over here, SADMEP. Okay? So we're going to work backwards. So let's look at our first example at the top, which is 5 plus 4x equals 33. Okay, so the two operations that I have here are addition, okay, because the 5 plus 4x, and then 4x is actually 4 times x, so I actually have multiplication as well. Okay, so following the order of operations backwards, okay, so the SADMEP, we're going to do addition first, and then we would do multiplication. So look to the left, it says show the work and the operations under each line. So I have 5 plus 4x equals 33. And so I need to do my order of operations first. I need to undo the addition. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. And I get 4x equals 33 minus 5 is 28. Well, then I need to undo the multiplication. To undo it, I divide. So 28 divided by 4 is x equals 7. Okay, so we need to make sure that we balance all of our equations. -8, -8. So what you need to remember is we must do the same operation to both sides. Okay? So let's try these other examples over here. So how to show work, you're going to do one step per row. So you're going to do one step per row. And you're going to show operations under both sides. Under both sides. Okay, so let's try. The h divided by 5 plus 6 equals 15. So I'm going to write over to the left SADMEP because that's PEMDAS backwards. So my first step, I'm going to do my addition or subtraction. Well, I have addition, I have plus 6. So the opposite of that is minus 6. So I have h divided by 5 equals, I showed only one step per row and I did minus 6 on both sides. So 15 minus 6 is 9. Okay, so I did my subtraction or addition. Now I'm on multiplication or division. Well, right now I have h divided by 5. So I need to do the opposite of divided. I need to multiply by 5 on both sides. So my 5s are going to cancel, and I have h equals 9 times 5 is 45. So then we can check, and we can do 45. Let's do it in a different color. Okay, we can do 45 divided by 5 plus 6 equals, well, if I do PEMDAS now, I do my division first, so 45 divided by 5 is 9. 9 plus 6 equals 15. So my answer is correct. Okay, so to the left, you might want to write, check your work. And you can do so by plugging the solution back in. Okay, so let's do one more. Let's go over to the right where it says solve for m. So on the top it has m minus 7 all divided by 4. Okay, since the m minus 7 is on the top, you can think of it as a group, okay, or a parentheses. Okay, so the parentheses, if you guys look at the PEMDAS over here, okay, parentheses is actually going to be my last step. So if I don't have any addition or subtraction, that's not in my parentheses. So I have multiplication or division because I'm dividing by 4. So I'm going to divide by 4. Instead of dividing by 4, I'm going to multiply by 4 on both sides. So my 4's are going to cancel. 4 times 8 is 32 equals m minus 7. Now, that was in parentheses, so now I can get rid of my 7 by adding 7 to both sides. And I get 39 equals m. And we can check that because if we plug in 39 minus 7 divided by 4, 39 minus 7 is 32, divided by 4 is 8, and our answer checks out. Okay, and that's it. So I want you to go and I want you to color everything. You can look at the picture of mine that's online with this, but use all your color and make it look nice and pretty. All right, bye.